Hi guys, this is me Amrith, head of faculty, Mac Trivandrum. Today I am going to teach you the skinning process in Maya. As you all know, skinning is a very tedious task, so please keep watching this tutorial 5 or 6 times. Then only you will get an idea about the skinning. This is a very basic skinning technique. As you know, the skinning is the very tedious task rather than rigging. So if you got a basic idea about skinning, then you can easily paint whether it is a two-legged character or whether it's a four-legged character. So the basic you need to understand very thoroughly. So I think this tutorial will help you for doing skinning. Hope you enjoy the tutorial and have a great day. First of all, I am going to create a shelf. Click here and say new shelf, and I will give my name _rig. Okay, don't forget to save the shelf, otherwise if you reopen Maya the whole shelf will be lost. So save all shelf. Fine. Okay, now I am going to rig a cylinder. Go to side view. I'm going to scale a little bit more. Fine. Press 4 for wireframe mode. I'm adding the subdivision height 4. I'm going to side view again. I will go to skeleton, create joints. I'm going to add the joints. Press shift so that you will get the straight line for giving joints. Shift, hold, click, drag over here. Okay, fine. So if you press 4, we can see the joint have certain problem. We have to make sure that it is perfectly on the center point. Okay, fine. Then I am going to add something for some tools for easy selection or quick selection, we can say. So skin, I will add edit influences. This tool I want to be in my shelf. If I am a rigger, this tool is very must-in. So shift, control, click here. So if you click here, you can easily access those things very easily rather than going into the each and every tools. Okay, so save all shelf. When you add all the tools, you have to make sure that you are going to save the shelf, otherwise the things is not saved. So next thing I want is that paint skin weight. So control and shift, click and save all shelf. Okay, then the Maya reopen, it will come easy. I'm clicking here. This is the paint weight tool. So then the thing is that I am going to rig this cylinder. So the first thing, I am going to add each weight over here. Look, first I will give the weight to this joint, then I will go to this joint, then I will go to add this joint. The first weight should be added over here, then the weight is shifted to this joint, and I will paint this one. Then I will shift this weight to this joint and I will paint these two joints. Like that I am going to paint each joint, then the last joint I will paint this joint. This is the thing I am going to show you. Okay, this is Maya's default painting. We are going to decide how much weight for a particular joint or whatever joints you have. If it is a two-legged character as well, it is a four-legged character. Okay, the Maya's default weight is also there, but rather than that, first of all I used to teach students by this way so that they will be understand how the weight is or the influence is distributed in the parts or in the particular object that what we are going to rig. Okay, so I will click here, click the first joint and say skin, bind skin. I will reset it because the history will be on. So reset all the Maya stuff when we go into any of the key. So you have to reset it. Then bind, selected, not the joint hierarchy. We don't want the joint hierarchy. I have selected the mesh as well as the joint. I selected the joint as well as the mesh. Then say selected joint, say bind skin. Sorry, and skin, bind skin. So select a joint and say bind skin. So you can see the color has certain change, means that this joint is bind, means that this joint have only the weight over here, the other joints didn't have any weight over here. You can see like this, because the first joint have the weight. So I will click here and I will go for the pane weight tool. You can see the joint over here. Click here, means that the full weight is on the first joints, means that 1 is for complete white color, means 1, and 0 is for black. So this have complete weight over here. So one or two things I have to do in the pane weight tool. The color ramp, I have to add the color ramp on the color ramp. Now I am going to do the influence for the second joint. So select the mesh and selected the second joint. I will give add influence, reset the add influence that I have already told you. The history may be there. So go to lock weight. This two options should be on and add it. So you can see nothing is seen over here. If you want to see the what happened in this particular means influencing, you click here and go to this one, pane weight tool. You can see there are extra one joint is added to that. So click here and you can see the influence on the second part. So I will click here and I will go to the first joint. We can see the weight is on the full joint. Now I will go to the second joint. I have given the influence. Right click, unlock selected. So you can see unlock selected, and you are transferring the weight of the first joint to the second joint, means that I am giving the value 1. So you can easily flood this value by, you have to make it opacity as well as value and say replace flood. So you can see the first joint weight is transferred to the second joint. Now you can select the first joint and the value is 0.8. 0. Is just a value I am giving. We can paint according to our need. The value is according to our need. 0.8 is not a default value, but are painting with this value. If you want to make this brush bigger, press V middle mouse and just hold. You can easily B middle mouse and we can easily use, sorry, it is not V, it is B, and select value 0.8, and now you can easily paint the joint. Now you can see the weight is already flooded to all the areas. Now I have to lock the joint. If you paint one joint, you have to lock the joint. Right click, lock selected. Now we can easily access the first joint and click here. You can see some weight over here. No other part is affecting it, only one joint is been affected. Okay, usually we don't paint the first joint. Now for the study purpose I am saying this. I am clicking here and now I will give the now the weight is on this joint and the full influence is of this joint. Now we paint this one. Now we select this and transfer the whole weight to this area so that you can easily paint this area. So I am clicking and here and say add influence, add. Now you can click here and go into the paint. You can say the influence is coming. So right click, unlock selected, value 1, full weight on this joint. Now you can easily paint this one. Value should be 0.8. So I am going to paint this area. Okay, rather than rigging, the skinning is the most toughest part. So click here and say lock selected. Now you can see this area has been affected. Previously the top area was been affected. So now this area and this area, the hierarchy is the hierarchy what we are given that paint, the whole thing will be affected. Now click here and now we click here and say add influence, add. Make sure that you are going to lock this weight, otherwise it would be problem for you. So I'm clicking here, add influence, add, and go to the paint. Yes, this one. Right click, unlock selected, flood, paint this one. Value should be 0.5 or 0.8, whatever value you can give. So I'm just painting it. Painting the whole stuff. Right click, lock selected. Okay, now you can see this area has been affected. Now this is the last joint. Click here, click, just go to the paint. This is affected, so click and go into the last joint, say add influence, add. Now you can easily paint this one. Okay, so make it unlock, you have to lock this one, whatever you have painted. Click here, unlock selected. Yeah, one value flood, this one make it 0.5 or 0.8, whatever values you want, and just paint this one. So I'm painting this one. So you have to paint inside also. So whatever thing I'm going to roughly paint. If you want, see, this is a finger, you have to paint you have to paint complete finger inside also. Whatever mesh you have to paint the whole stuff. Okay, right click and say lock selected, and the last joint you can see over here is, yeah, we will give the full weight for that. Unlock selected, we'll give full weight, flat and lock selected. So now we smooth. You can see the first joint. If you click the first joint hierarchy, only the first joint is being affected. The second joint hierarchy is only affecting. If you select the third joint, it is only affecting. On the last joint, the whole thing will be affecting. If you want the whole hierarchy, you just select the whole hierarchy over here, and if you want to rotate it, which axis you can rotate it. Yeah, rotate it, the whole thing will be affecting. So I think this tutorial will be helping you. You have to do a lot practice for this particular exercise, because only understanding the basic skinning technique, you can use the Maya's default painting tricks. Now usually in studios we are using both stuff. Maya paint also, Maya skinning process is also using, and the default skinning process is also using. I think this tutorial of the basic skinning techniques may be useful for you. If you enjoy this tutorial, please subscribe my channel.